field, the lanes, as we get ready for this men's 200 in the short sprints.
Yeah, you mentioned the Canadians. Let's start here with Aaron Brown. This is his Grand Slam debut, 3-time Olympian. He has a gold, a silver, and a bronze as a part of the 4x1 relays. Yeah. The crowd has been incredible here in Philly for the Grand Slam, and Kenny Bednarek, 2-time Olympic silver medalist at 200 meters, deserves all that praise and adoration.
Here's Zarnell Hughes, who you mentioned. Second in both of the slam races to Kenny.
Andre DeGrasse, if there's a medal on the line, John, he is going to snag one. 7-time Olympic medalist, 5-time world champion. Just incredible what he's done for Canada.
Ryan Lavelle, Jamaica. Always a big contingent of Jamaican track fans here in Philadelphia when they come through. He's broken 20 in his lifetime. Udodi Onwuzurike, NCAA champ when he was at Stanford in the 200.
And I just love, love, love this addition here. Christian Coleman making his Grand Slam debut. Yeah, world champion in 2019 at 100 meters. The 100 is better event, but he's definitely has some chops here in the 200 as well.
Yep, and again, to see how things go as he's made a coaching change at age 29 and in lane 1. Tight turn, Christian Miller. Only guy that doesn't have a PR under 20 in this field, but the kid's 19, so let's give him some slack. Let's give him some time to build on that.
What a great opportunity for him to be on this track with these athletes. I mean,
set.
Twist from Hughes, but he got away, but Kenny's got away strongly as well. And in fact, Kenny Bednarek has taken a meter out of Zarnell Hughes around the top bend. Aaron Brown has had to watch him glide past him. Look at Coleman in lane 2. He has come to the races here. Can he maintain? No, no, no. Here goes Kenny away and gone. Kenny wins it, 1993. Another great performance. It's just been taken to 1995. Daylight. In fact, almost a week between him and the rest. Never mind a day. It was
he said a week.
So far ahead of everybody.
1995 on this track is absolutely ridiculous, man. Like I said, I saw him doing those turns yesterday effortlessly, making up the stagger on Aaron Brown within the first 20 or 30 meters, which is a testament to the speed around the turn, because Aaron Brown is actually a really good turn runner. So I know Hughes did what he could. You know, he saw him for the entire race, literally. Was behind him and saw him for the entire race, considering this track. But for Kenny to run 1995, which would be good on a normal track, is just a testament, like I said, to the type of shape he's in, the confidence he has, and what he wants to do when he actually races the Noah Lyleses and the Lesile Tebogos.
Yeah, 1 or 2 new sprinters coming to the fore, but Tebogo is the guy, 200 Olympic champion, but Kenny just seems to be on a different level.
And dare I say this, let me just take a look right here for the last 50 meters. I really don't think he's pushing it in the last maybe 40 meters, which makes it even scarier.
But everyone talks about keep relaxed, and you run quicker. But you're right, he just does.
They're beyond relaxed sometimes. Yep. I think he's actually saving his legs for that 100, which is strategically a good idea.
Yeah, the wind in the bag. Oh, it was in the bag after about 50 meters, but really surprising to see him that far ahead of everybody else. And as you mentioned, on this track, that's super fast for Kenny. The wind actually came up at 0. There is a breeze, but by the time they got around that bend, looking at the flags on top of the old building here.
And it's cold.
It's cold, it's a little bit chilly, but just incredible. Really good. Right, so another 12 points for Kenny heading to the 100 meters. When you look down at that list, Coleman, yes, maybe Miller.
And we continue that theme with the Xfinity Men's 200. And Addo Bolden rejoins me, Lee Diffie, and we get treated here to the Olympic champion.
Yeah, he defeated Noah Lyles and Kenny Bednarek last summer in Paris. He lost his mother last May and turned that grief into motivation to go get Botswana's first Olympic gold on the track.
Mentioned earlier that we didn't have Quincy Hall in the men's 400. Unfortunately, we don't get to see Kung Fu Kenny run this afternoon. He was a late withdrawal as well. But we do get to see Trinidad and Tobago's Jareem Richards.
He got a bronze in the 200 at the 2017 World Championships, but he's adept at both 200 and 400. He was just off the podium in Paris in the 400. In fact, the time that he ran to get that 4th place, nobody had ever run that fast in the Olympics in the 400 and not gotten a medal.
Jareem's on the outside of Tebogo in lane 8, so we'll give Tebogo an early look at him. Aaron Brown of Canada's way on the inside. Kyrie King in there. Robert Gregory. Joseph Fanboulet is in lane 4. Then Courtney Lindsay. Ogando is in 6. And then Lavelle of Jamaica way out wide.
Yeah, you have 3 finalists from Paris, places 1, 5, and 7. But this guy on your screen would have had lane choice, and he put himself in 7 because he wants to get off that turn.
Xfinity Men's 200 is underway. Paris was special for Tebogo. What's it going to be here at Prix?
Wow, well, he's gone right past Jareem Richards. He has some company on the inside, though. But so far, the Olympic champion holding strong.
Courtney Lindsay is pressuring him, but here comes Letsili Tebogo, winning at the Nike Prefontaine Classic.
And that's the fastest time in the world by quite a margin. So after not breaking 20 all season, the Olympic champion is right back where he needs to be with this sub-19.8 performance.
That tells you everything you need to know about his approach and his attitude with the World Championships looming just 70 days away.
So let's take another look at this half lap. He had a really good response to the gun. But then as they straightened for home, he had some competition from Lindsay on the inside. But as Lindsay started to tie up, Tebogo did not. And that's what got him to the finish line first in a world-leading performance of 1976. A season's best for Lindsay in 2nd, and the Olympic finalist Ogando from the Dominican Republic in 3rd in 1994, as 3 men get under 20 seconds flat.
Some good times today in a variety of events.
Quite frankly, I'm a little jealous of Kara because the distances have had world records and fantastic meet records. The sprints haven't quite been there, but this is one of the better sprint events. That 19.7 is a good performance for the Olympic champion who's going to be trying to win a world title later this summer in Japan.
Yeah, rub your hands together. You get to see Tebogo and hopefully Noah and Kenny Bednarek in Tokyo.
Well, let's see, from the gun to the finish, what does this 1976 tell you about your fitness and your shape for this World Championship year?
I mean, this is our first race after the injury that we had in Rabat. So I'm happy with the performance, and it's something that we didn't expect. We are looking at some 19.9s, some 20 low. So with this 19.7, I believe we're on the right track, just to continue where we have been.
How much has your life changed since you won the Olympic gold in Paris?
I mean, it opened many doors for the team, not just me, because I have a team around me. So everybody.
His training ran 19.31 to win the World Champs last year in Eugene.
Obviously ready for this. This is Zarnell Hughes, very tall fella, coming out of 6.
European champion at 200 last year, Olympic finalist in the 100 in 2021.
Brendan Rodney is on his inside in lane 5.
Canadian gold medalist on the 4x1 last year, trains at Sprint Tech with Maurice Wilson. Lecturer there as well.
Rashid Dwyer will come up on your screen now. He's in lane 4.
Commonwealth champion in 2014, silver in the Pan Am 2015, Olympic finalist at 200 in 2021 in Tokyo.
This is Eric Harrison Jr. from Trinidad and Tobago.
2 bronze medals in the World Juniors for the United States 2018, runs for his family's home country, Trinidad and Tobago now.
Alonzo Edward is in lane 2, represents Adidas.
Wow, the Panamanian, second to Bolt in the World Champs in 2009 in Berlin, still going 14 years later.
And in lane 1, Adrian Carr, representing Motorcade Track Club.
One Class 3 200 for Kingston College, runs for the Motorcade Track Club. His coach, a former KC athlete, and here has made progress this season but missed champs because of injury.
Final event of the 5th staging of the Racers Grand Prix here at the National Stadium. Adrian Carr in 1, Alonzo Edward in 2, Eric Harrison Jr. in 3, Rashid Dwyer in 4. There's Rashid. Brendan Rodney in 5, Zarnell Hughes in 6, Noah Lyles is in 7, and Ian Carr is in 8. That's Noah Lyles on your screen. And here once again is the outstanding Spencer Darlington.
So the final event on the program, the men's 200 meters, all eyes on Noah Lyles, the reigning world champion, running out of lane 7. Set, off they go. Very, very good start by Lyles. Rashid Dwyer is there as well. Noah Lyles, fabulous transition into the straightaway. He looks good. Zarnell Hughes is running a big race as well. But Noah Lyles steps on the accelerator. The 2-time world champion is imperious, unstoppable, and unbeatable here. 19.68. Wow, that is a stunning performance. 1968. New world leading. What a way to lay down the gauntlet.
1967.
1967 by the 2-time world champion Noah Lyles. He came here to deliver, and he has delivered the goods in no uncertain terms with a stunning performance. 1967. What a way to bring the curtain down on the 5th staging of this meet. Hughes in 2nd. That's Zarnell Hughes taking 2nd. Excellent run by him as well. And Rashid Dwyer back in 3rd. 2014 and 2095 for Hughes and Dwyer respectively.
Impressive is the world champion. You can see why he's won that gold medal 2 times and an Olympic bronze as well. Puts on a real show for the fans who stayed through the rain and the delays and came back and watched brilliant sprinting by him. Got the lane draw he wanted, wide to the outside, curve not quite as sharp, and came off the turn flying. Hughes putting a punch down the stretch, but the world champion, too much for everybody tonight at 19.67. Second look, there he is, just one in from the inside, goes past Carr, the Bahamian on the outside lane in a flash, and pulls Hughes with him through the curve. Then he turns into the straightaway. Seems to crouch down a little bit, but then when he gets sight of Hughes in the peripheral wing mirror, hits top gear and blows away to win in 19.67. Nice way to end the meet. Here's the isolation shot. Deep concentration, gets past Carr on the outside, keeps on going around the curve, straightens up now, tries to stay tall, and runs away from Hughes and everybody else in the 200 final. That's 1967. That's the fastest time at 200 in the entire world in 2023. Hughes, right inside to your picture, tall and strong, but Noah Lyles.
The men's 200 meters in the 2025 season has produced 2 races that perfectly illustrate the dual nature of modern elite sprinting. One emphasized depth, balance, and tactical execution. The other showcased absolute dominance at the highest level. When viewed together, the Grand Slam track meet in Philadelphia and the Racers Grand Prix in Kingston offer a compelling comparison of how greatness can manifest in very different forms. In Philadelphia, the race unfolded as a test of collective strength. The field brought together proven international medalists and emerging talents from the USA, Great Britain, Jamaica, Canada, and beyond. In this environment, Kenny Bednarek emerged as the decisive figure, not through early theatrics, but through technical superiority. His command of the curve was the defining factor. As the stagger began to unwind, Bednarek's acceleration through the bend allowed him to neutralize experienced curve runners and seize control before the field could organize a response. The race was competitive, intense, and unforgiving. Small mistakes were instantly punished. The presence of multiple athletes capable of finishing strong meant that positioning at 120 meters mattered as much as raw speed. Victory here was earned through execution under pressure rather than sheer intimidation. By contrast, the Racers Grand Prix told a far more one-sided story. From the gun, Noah Lyles transformed a high-quality international field into spectators. His world-leading 19.67 was not simply fast, it was authoritative. Where the Philadelphia race compressed late, Kingston expanded early. Lyles' drive phase and curve efficiency created immediate separation, and once upright, his top-end speed erased any illusion of parity. Competitors were not racing each other. They were racing for second place. The difference lay not in the quality of the field, but in the magnitude of control exerted by the winner. Between these two extremes sits Tebogo, whose performances elsewhere this season bridge the gap between depth-driven races and outright dominance. Tebogo thrives in balanced fields, where rhythm, patience, and curve discipline define outcomes. His ability to remain relaxed while forcing others to overcommit early highlights a more surgical form of excellence, one that punishes impatience rather than overwhelming it with speed alone. Together, these races underline a crucial truth about the modern 200 meters. Dominance can be expressed through command of a crowded battlefield, as Bednarek demonstrated, or through the rare ability to transcend competition entirely, as Lyles did. Both paths demand precision, confidence, and elite mechanics, but only a select few can master either, let alone both.